I'm gonna give you one of the most biggest gems that I see happen right now that is so underdeveloped in this current marketplace that once you master, you'll already be ahead. What is it? The time orientated manager, supervisor, leader, or co-worker will always win. If you haven't noticed, in the past 3 to 4 years, time orientation, urgencies, the lack of service, anywhere you go is severely missing. People still want to feel like a priority. People still want to feel like if I'm paying you something, I'm getting my money's worth. If you are a time oriented person, meaning you hear something, you take the initiative, you try your best to solve, and you give an update, in this climate right now, that is a valuable skill. If you learn how to process information, do it in a fashion that is reasonable time and with reasonable effort, you will win. The service based industries across the United States, we've seen that stuff side lack. Let's be honest about it. The first urgency, the need to get things done, the need to tackle issues is a problem. Every industry you go into, everybody you work with, everyone you deal with speaks on it. Now let's talk about how to correct it. Time oriented people must understand once a task is given to you by an individual, excuse me, they expect for you to figure out in a reasonable amount of time. What they mean by reasonable amount of time. If I'm coming to you and I have a problem, you're a service provider. Let's say you're in clothing and apparel. You don't have that size with me. You don't have that material right now in stock. Once I give you that and I say I do not have it, the next step you should take advantage of is to get the client's name, information, and follow up. I know that seems trivial, but I want you to think about it with yourself. When is the last time you've been anywhere where somebody has given you your name, number, and information and followed up with you? You thinking about it? When is the last time someone has actually said, let me check or let me see the extra way to make sure it gets done? You're still thinking about it. Right now, time orientated, productive people are so needed and so wanted, and it's something you see across customer service reports across the board. Number two, once you get the task, once you do have the information, good or bad news, follow up on it. People want news. Some want it to be good and it may not be. But if I follow up with you and say, hey, Mr. Crowder, I followed up with you and I wanted to know that we may not have this thing in the amount of time frame that you're looking for, but I have an alternative to get you started and I can get you what you're looking for in maybe 3 or 4 business days. Hey, I do have the item you're looking for. We do have what you're looking for in stock. I may have that thing available and there's going to be no shipping issues. Good or bad news, people want a solution. They want to figure out a way, how do you handle their way in a time oriented piece. As much as we say we are relaxed with that, in actuality, the person that is quicker, faster, speedier, right now in this environment will be more supportive. The reason why, we know it's a need. And it's something that we hear and we complain about personally, but we have not tackled together. I don't know if it's a pace thing, I don't know if it's a mindset thing, but people that have that and will have those attributes early on, no matter what your profession will appreciate that. The lack of call up, the lack of management orientation, and the lack of follow through. And finally, you got to remember, you have people that work under you, you have superiors, you have employees, you have staff, we have a whole thing, family, everything going on. If you carry this effort of being time orientated with each and every individual in your life, it will be noticeable. It will be so noticeable that you will have people drawn to you to do things, people drawn to you to ask things, people drawn to you to help them figure out things. I'm not just speaking of something that we don't notice or we don't see. I'm just shedding light to this new skill that was used to be different, and now it is really a big deal. The time orientated manager, leader, supervisor, co worker, husband, brother, friend will always win. And it's something we must shed our light on and something we must begin. This right here is meant to be a management and leadership skill, but I think you can fall in the life skill category. But once you implement this sense of urgency, this willingness to figure things out, this type of mentality into your skill set, you will be so much better of a person. Trust me. It's your boy Speaker Crowder here. Hopefully you learned something. I wanted to share light on this information, make it more detailed and vivid to you. Until next time, peace. Okay.